welcome back to my channel. Now, while editing my Lion King but with realistic noises video, I made a joke near the end that Scar pulled a Richard III and tried to end his nephew Simba. Now, my friend and I both really like history, and he and I were talking about the War of the Roses, and during that discussion, I realized that Scar and Richard III had more in common than being infamous for allegedly ending their nephews in horrible ways. So according to the Disney Wiki, Scar was the second son of King Ahadi, Richard III was the 11th of 12 children, and nobody thought any of these dudes would become king. Scar's brother Mufasa then becomes king, and Richard's brother becomes King Edward IV, right? And then Mufasa has Simba, and Edward IV has little Edward, who would eventually become Edward V. Scar ends Mufasa by throwing him off a cliff into the wildebeest, and when I looked up how Edward IV died, I couldn't really find how he died, aside from possible poisoning to illness as theories. But he did die young, similar to how Mufasa presumably also died young. Then Simba becomes king, and Scar is the last person to see him alive. Edward V is king, and Richard was the one who was given custody of his nephews. Nobody saw Simba for years after Scar got to him, and nobody saw Edward V and his brother, who I shall call Little Richard because he was also named Richard, and they went down in history as being the princes in the tower, and there's apparently rumors that it's haunted by these two. Richard and Scar also both died from injuries sustained in battle. Richard died at the Battle of Bosworth Fields and was later found in a parking lot, and Scar died after the hyenas ripped him apart after Simba defeated him. Scar's voice actor Jeremy Irons also was an actor in Shakespeare plays, and The Lion King is very loosely based on the Shakespeare play Hamlet and the biblical story of Joseph and Moses. In conclusion, Richard III and Scar have more in common than people realize, and honestly you could probably swap Richard and Scar's names in the plot of The Lion King and it could still work. Be Prepared is a good villain song, and I'm probably overanalyzing a movie about cartoon lions. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to Sweet Histortea, a channel full of random facts and lots of sparkles. If you would like to support my channel, please consider becoming a patron or joining my channel membership program. If you would like to leave a one-time donation, please consider sending me a super thanks. If you would like to see more of my personal life, please follow me on Instagram. Thank you again for watching. Until next time.
There's a part of myself I'm missing. Now I got a lot to learn.